They got 3 sets of perps. I just missed 2. The first was a Kia Soul. And the second was a white Jeep. And then this is the third one. No headlights or taillights, but then 1 brake light. It's 5:28 a.m. in the morning. I'm feeling highly discouraged because they have had people that profess to be targeted, and look, I try to follow them on social media, and then they look at my profile and keep a distance and ignore me. But then they respond and add everybody else, and I don't understand why. They probably do hate me because of the lies from the popular fakes. You know, the smear campaigns might, if they might believe the smear campaigns and lies about me, But I show footage of my targeting everybody want me to shut up and ignore. And those are the main ones who see evidence of my targeting and refuse to see it. And then if they tell me ignore that, like ignore the 1 headlight or ignore the noise, but then those are the same ones saying that Candy's a fake TI or Candy's not a real, they'll gang up on me and bully me and lie and say that I don't even believe she's a real TI. But then they're popular and well liked, but they don't have much of any footage of themselves being targeted. And they claim to be more spiritual than you. I mean, they got mass amounts of people in the so-called TI community that ignore and block me in droves. And fake TI perps and regular perps have falsely smear campaigned me as the gang stalker or the troublemaker or the perp and another perp. So how can you claim to be a chosen one by God if you hate me for no reason? You see me, I'm going through the same targeting as you. You show footage of yourself being gang stalked. I show the same kind of content you do. So what do you hate me for if I never talked to you really? If I was trying to connect, and they're smoking weed and they're perps. You see she's perping with the red shirt. See, they blurred the they blurred the when I try to zoom in, they blurred the image. But yeah, they were waiting, and then they come across the street and come pass by me with that fucking weed. Excuse me. And I'm really bothered about how many people on Twitter and other social media that have unblocked, unsubscribed, avoid me like the plague, but yet they actually entertain and talk friendly with people who actually are perps, or they pretend like they're fake friendly and engaging with their harassers, making it like they're killing the harassers and the perps with kindness. But when they come to me, like if they're merciful and forgiving towards the perps, where I claim to be targeted and Christian, but they talk about the Lord, but how can you tell me that I should have patience and forgiveness towards the perps and give them the benefit of the doubt, or give the perps some grace? for me to get told to give the perps a little grace, give them a little bit of grace. But then those same people claim to be Christian and targeted and chosen, but yet they hate me and avoid talking to me for no fucking reason. If they ain't avoiding me, then they're narcissistic, bossy, and controlling, and try to order me around and tell me what to do. Like, they had a bossy, narcissistic, control freak, fake TI perp in my live stream last night. I was tempted to block him, ordering me around, telling me what to do. And that same silver minivan, I saw earlier, they following me around. And it's like I'm showing footage of my targeting and nobody wants to see it. Or everybody acts like it's invalid. Look how homeless people, how they sleep, sleeping very close to the streetcar tracks. That's frightening. But yeah, when they, and I've seen people who show footage of themselves being targeted and then turn around and perp a fellow TI real hard. You know, if they show footage of themselves being targeted and then perp you and act everything how a narc acts, how a narcissistic abuser acts, with the gaslighting, manipulation, mind control, witchcraft. Some of them profess to be Christian and then do witchcraft behind closed doors, or New Age, or occultism, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling highly discouraged and hated this morning. I'm not even bothering to making, I'm not even gonna bother to make another Lemon 8 account. And I just unfollowed probably, I don't know if it was over 100 people, but I unfollowed a lot of people on Twitter trying to clean house, you know. And it's like, for me to follow more people on social media, and all these people, like even in the writing community, I had to unfollow so many people who thought they were too celebrity-fied to try to follow me back. Like, nobody in the writing community wants to talk to me or associate with me or nothing. Like, I don't fit in anywhere. If there's a so-called Christian writing group, I'm too sinful for that. But then the worldly writing groups, they reject me too. The popular fakes that sold their soul. Now, like all these other people on Twitter, they call themselves authors. You know, if they can call themselves an author, why am I not allowed to? And whose permission do I need? They didn't need anyone's permission to call themselves an author. So why do I? You know. So I need to try my best to not chase after people that are supposedly targeted, and chase after them and ask them, you know, how come you refuse to follow me? Or how come you don't want to connect with me? Or how come you don't want to talk to me? I just freaking blocked them, you know. And this morning, that's that homeless perp right there. That one of the homeless perps that be following me around, and I be having to cuss her out, and she be cussing me out. So you see, she's perping with the red, and she got dirty pants. But you can't call yourself a chosen one and you hate a fellow TI. You can't call yourself a chosen one and you hate a fellow TI who never did you anything. Fuck the false rumors you heard, because you cry when they make smear campaigns, when the stalkers make smear campaigns about you, you cry. So, excuse me, they have certain people who say, well, they got such and such professed targeted individuals who act like they think they're better than other TIs. Or they think that they're more targeted and more chosen than you because they feel like their targeting is worse than yours. So if they feel like their targeting is worse than yours, then they think you're faker than them. Like, being a TI shouldn't have to be a competition. I thought, like, so that's why I be saying this fake chosen ones is a bunch of new age, narcissistic, fake elitist mentality bullshit. So I'm forced to be alone. Professed targeted individuals, they would rather kiss the ass of the popular fakes and trust them, put all their trust in them, in the same way that they trust in God. Fake targeted justice is its own cult. Because if you speak against them, professed targeted individuals will devour and attack you. Like, how dare you speak against them, you know. Yeah. So, a lot of people say that the targeted individual community has been infiltrated and is run by perps. I don't know if I can get here in 10 seconds. Wow. See, here's a fake satanic perp. You going to hell, bastard. C451087, Louisiana license plate. And he has like a fake extermination business. See, all this harassment and lack of support. And he got a fake broken tail light on the left side. All this harassment from perps and lack of support from supposed fellow TIs. What am I supposed to do? I have hardly really anybody. I don't want to talk to anyone on the phone because they're not to be trusted. They had I didn't get to tell y'all, 4th of July, they had a fake Christian perp that tricked me out of my phone, illegally tricked me out of my phone number. And then went AWOL on me. I never heard back from her. And she was perping with the red and had a broken fog light on her van. And she tried to kiss up to me. And she tried to act like a narcissistic, control freak, fake friend. She was an older lady. And she seemed Americanized. But I don't know if she was Hispanic or Native American. Or mixed race. You know, if she could have been half white, half Hispanic or something. I don't know. But she didn't look anything white. She looked straight up Hispanic. But she seemed very Americanized. Like as if she might have been a native from here. She was perping with the red shirt. And she offered me a ride. She offered me a ride and pretended that she wanted to help me out with things, you know. And she pretended to be fake churchy and religious. And you're still perping. And then if I ask someone in the TI community, what have I done? How come you won't talk to me? You know, I get blocked. You know. They have people that profess to be going through the same thing I'm going through and hate me for no reason, or they're against me for no reason. You are the same like the perps. I perform zero perp activity. I'm not initiated into the occult. I have not sold out. So why am I hated and you popular and well liked, but claim you're going through this torture? Well, I'm gonna get off here.